Bengals gut out a gritty win. Mike Petraglia inside MetLife Stadium. Here is Sunday night. The style points, throw them out the window. They didn't matter. The points on the scoreboard, they did matter, and the Bengals won it where it counted the most. 17-7 over the New York Football Giants. A game everybody to a man in the Bengal locker room after the contest said they had to have. They had to have this game. Even Joe Burrow acknowledged everybody would be writing us off at 1-5 had we lost the game. We wouldn't have. We would have still been clawing and scratching. And he said we still have to claw and scratch. But now getting a win over the Giants on the road before a national television audience gives the Bengals at least a taste of momentum heading into their big showdown in Cleveland next week against the now 1-5 Cleveland Browns. The Bengals got it done here on Sunday night because of their defense. We haven't been able to say that about the 2024 Bengals really at all this year, but on Sunday night the defense showed up not once, not twice, but 3 times at critical stages of this game, including twice on 4th down. Bengals stopped Daniel Jones and the Giants offense on a key 3rd down possession in their own territory. Gave the Bengals the ball at the 38-yard line. Bengals could not capitalize on that, but later in the second half, on a 4th down and 2, DJ Turner broke up a pass over the middle, and that gave the Bengals the ball with 3 minutes to go. Essentially, they were able to run out the clock. Joe Burrow was able to hit Andre Yosivas on a clutch 3rd down pass for about 26 yards. And then Chase Brown later on the drive essentially put the game away with a 30-yard touchdown run right up the middle. It was Joe Burrow after the game saying, look, we needed to lean on the defense in this game, and they responded in the biggest way possible. I've got to play better. The offense has to play better going forward. But he said at least 4 times during his 7-minute press conference, the defense stepped forward, and we were able to lean on the defense in this victory over the New York Giants. Zach Taylor, when I asked him about it after the game, he said this was a gritty game. No question about it. It was not going to be pretty. That's the way Dexter Lawrence and Brian Burns played. They got their licks in on Joe Burrow. As a matter of fact, late in the second half, in the 4th quarter, Joe Burrow got hit by Brian Burns, went to the ground, slammed the back of his helmet on the turf here at MetLife Stadium. He went into the tent after a call down from the press box saying to examine Joe Burrow for a potential concussion. He cleared that protocol almost immediately. He was back in the game, didn't miss any offensive series in the contest. But it was that kind of game. It was a hard-hitting game. The Bengals knew coming into this game that they would probably have to score ugly, score on the ground, and they did. As a matter of fact, Joe Burrow was the first player in this game to score, not through the air, not using his arms, but rather a career-long 47-yard touchdown run after 2 pass plays that were called on the same play. 2 potential pass plays weren't there for Joe Burrow. He decided to take it in and run it the distance, beating the safety and the cornerback to the right pylon for the touchdown that put the Bengals up 7-0 in the first quarter. It stayed that way until really the late in the second quarter when the Giants were able to tie this game at 7-7. Then the Bengals offense was in a slog pretty much all game long. They were able to get a 37-yard field goal from Evan McPherson for the 10-7 lead. Giants missed a short field goal. And then again, the Bengals put the game away late with a touchdown run of 30 yards by Chase Brown. After the game, DJ Turner said, we were able to broadcast our ability as a defense in this game. It was important for us to do that to the rest of the league, important to do that for ourselves, for our own confidence, and we were able to do that. DJ Turner obviously fills a huge role now going forward with Dax Hill out for the season with a torn ACL. It'll be people like DJ Turner having to step forward, and here on Sunday night, no question about it, DJ Turner was able to do that. How about B.J. Hill? He came to his old stomping grounds, the New York Football Giants, where he spent the first 3 years of his NFL career, and he said it meant a lot to him. He was nervous at the start of this game. He told us after the contest, but he was able to settle down, and he had a big role in this game, helping to hold the Giants' run game in check. As a matter of fact, Tyrone Tracy was not the leading rusher for the Giants. Daniel Jones was the quarterback. In this game, as it turned out, both quarterbacks were their respective teams' leading rusher. Joe Burrow with 57 yards, Daniel Jones with 59. Bengals were able to do what they had to do to keep the Giants from running the ball all over them, and it turned out to be a winning formula, at least on defense. And again, the Bengals got a couple of key fourth down stops when they needed to, got off the field, and that was the reason they were able to pick up their second victory of the season here tonight. We'll have you covered with complete locker room action on the X. Some videos from the Bengals locker room already up there. You can follow that at Trags, Trags. Be sure to follow along and tune in shortly for my Jungle Roar Skinny Bengals post-game pod. That'll be on my Jungle Roar podcast page, youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod. And of course, as always, follow my content online, CLNSCincy with a Y.com. The final again inside MetLife Stadium. Bengals improved to 2-4, beating the New York Giants 17-7. Inside MetLife Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.